Is Iran an Islamic nation? Now, many people in the West repeat the same things over and over, and I'm guilty of this myself. Prior to coming to Iran to study, and while I've been here as well, for many years I have thought the same thing, that no, there's no real such thing as an Islamic country, and you see all the corruption in various different ways, no different than any other country for that matter, but you're pointing your finger at it saying this cannot be an Islamic country because of X or Y. Now, I have slowly learned over time, and as I have learned to not complain so much, because I have definitely felt that my first several years here in Iran, I have found many things to complain about, and I was not very grateful for all the actual things that were surrounding me. I think that's just sort of who I naturally am and default to, and I have to push away from that, obviously. And a lot of those complaints that I had were just a difference in culture and a way of doing things, and I didn't see eye to eye with a lot of people for different things. Now, the point of this, if there ever was an Islamic nation in 2026, I do believe Iran would be that nation. Why? You can point your finger at so many different things, and so many liberal Iranian people would love to say that this is not the case. But if you look back to the time of the Prophet and see what the government was like at that time, while the Prophet and his successors were either running a nation or cities or various lands, you see that there was always corruption, and that's just due to the nature of people. People would like to have this great idea that during the time of the Prophet, everything was perfect, everything was great because we had the Prophet. We'd love to go back to those days so we could have an Islamic country. The problem with that is you remove people's free will at that point. Now, if you expect perfection, you will never receive it. It was never there, it never will be. That has nothing to do with the religion itself. When you put people in the position of power, people become corrupted so quickly. Put people in the position of being able to access funds. Once again, many people become corrupt. It's not to say that corruption does not exist, but you do see the difference in the nature of the people, in their culture, how they behave, how they interact with others. It is completely different from a Western culture, Western perspective. You do see many attempts here, people actually trying to do their best to create an Islamic environment here. And as I said, there will always be corruptors, but that is a necessary part of every given society. So once again, I do believe that Iran is the closest thing to an Islamic nation. We do see during this war that I've been here, during this time of the war, I think it's been about 54 days now since February 28th. And you can't imagine a better group of people and how they've come together, how they've helped each other out during this time. It's honestly been an amazing thing to see, and it can really help a lot of people get that negative perception out of their mind of the negative things that exist within a country.